family. God bless you in Jesus' mighty name. Welcome back to my channel. My name is MJ, where we'll talk all things autism. Happy Friday to you. I hope the week ended well for you and the kids, and all continue to go well for you as we enter the weekend and you make time for rest. I will always say this on my Friday videos. There's such importance in resting. So anyway, so my goodness. I think we're down to one last week before Christmas break. Um, and things continue to go well. It's so funny that this week I actually got an invitation for the annual IEP meeting for Jason. I was shocked that they're trying to hold it before Christmas break, but you know, it is what it is. So this is his annual. So of course in the annual we'll kind of go through every specific goal. Now the one thing that's kind of interesting is that this is my first IEP at his new school, so I'll finally get to meet the um, OT face to face, the speech pathologist face to face, the psychologist face to face, so they finally get to know who I am. So of course when I received the letter in the mail, I called his advocate and I said, do you want to show up, or you know, what do you prefer? And he said, let's not scare them yet, just go in there and see how it goes and see the updated goals and see what they're trying to achieve and what they've already achieved, being that they've had like 4 or 5 months into school already. Let's just see how they're progressing and how his goals are being achieved. So he told me to fly this one solo. I usually always ask him, just because, you know, at times it's good to just, you know, get feedback, because hopefully they should send me a draft so I can kind of see things that are going on. But I did receive one when I requested it 2 weeks ago when we had that incident with the newsletter. So I've seen it, and I've seen the little notes that they've made and how close he is to achieving 1 or 2 goals and things as such. So my main people, I'm really glad to see is OT and speech, because the one thing that is so key when you're meeting these people for the first time is for them to not only ask you what you feel that you're working with, for those of us that have speech and OT outside of school, because by now I was hoping that the school have already connected with this OT and speech outside of school, but they haven't. And they've been, and my team that is outside of the school has been wanting to connect with them to kind of give them insights, because they've been working a lot longer with him. So but alongside the request of the IEP annual meeting, the speech pathologist reached out finally after 4 or 5 months of school and asked me what are the goals, what we're trying to work on and things like that. That should have been established in August, but I've been trying to be quiet and calm, only because once again it's a new school for him. It's they don't know me yet. So I've been trying not to go in there like a vulture and scare these people. So we'll see how the IP meeting goes, and of course I'll update you guys after it happens. And that's kind of like the only thing that happened this week. But I'm really happy to just sit at the table and just meet them. But one thing I'll always advise is, when meetings occur, it's so key that you don't go there alone. You know, when you have an IEP, whether it's annual or not annual, take your team. If you're ABA, or well, I guess in this case it would be your BCPA, not the RBT. If they can attend, whether it's even through Zoom, don't go in these meetings alone. I encourage people, go with your team, your outside team, because once they realize that this is a family or a household that has additional services outside of the school, they tend to be more attentive. They tend to be like, well, wait a second, we don't only have to answer to the school district, but we also have to communicate with these ones outside to make sure that all of us are working together as one. Not that this one has this goal and this other person has this other goal and they're not in sync. So that's what's so key about outside services working with the in-school services. So that's what I'm going in there. I'm going to go solo, guys. You know, I'm just going to see how it goes. And I'm going to be quiet about it. But remember, you can call an IEP at any time. Anytime you want to request an IEP meeting, you can call for one. So it's not like, oh, you call for one last month, so you can't get. Anytime that you feel things are not going well, or you want to readdress those goals, or things don't seem right, or you don't think that they're even making an effort, call an IEP meeting. So I'll keep you guys updated into next week. Enjoy your weekend, guys. This was a short one just because, you know, there's really not too much that happened this week. So enjoy your weekend, get some rest while you can, remain in the presence of God. He will continue to order our steps. He will continue to guide us, give us strength. His grace is sufficient in our weakness, and let us continue to remain in the presence of God. Okay, family, remain encouraged, be blessed, and until next time, remember Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Amen. God bless you, family. Have a wonderful weekend.